Rain like crazy. Whoa, guys. Going vessel. Porpoise. Look at that. 3 different flights of geese. 3 morphed into 2. They actually look like a giant bird in itself. Today I'm just going to take a little kayak trip up this bay here, right inside of Mears Island. And there's a lot of current moving past Tofino here, and it's going in, so it's going to help push me up that way right now. Picks its way through all this handful of little islands, and it looks like there's a camp there. I'll have to check that out and then come back. It's just a short little paddle. So we'll be going this way up past the dock, up towards those mountains there. Just cruising under the dock here. We're gonna take a little shortcut. You can see how that current is flooding in the direction I'm going. So yeah, I'm getting a little push there. It's always fun. Ooh, see the porpoise there, guys? It's like a miniature dolphin of the Pacific Northwest. You can see them clear up to the coastal Alaska. And the gulls are all circling because there's lots of nutrients being stirred up with the currents of the stronger tide moving in. Look at that. Gorgeous. There's a number of porpoise here. It's kind of hard to catch them on film while also navigating the currents here. But there is a lot of water movement, and so it's definitely stirring up nutrients, and more fish are moving through here, so porpoise is happy too. Gulls are happy, I'm happy. You can see the currents surfacing. It kind of just pushes the bow of the kayak right and left here and there. A little bit of a whirlpool there. Check that out. A little bit of whirlpool. And you see where the smoother water turns into more like a river of water, right on the edge of a stronger current here. Here you can see a little bit more of the rapids in the current. There's common loon again. There's actually lots and lots of loons here right now. Wow, look at them all. That is so amazing. Hello, guys. So nice of everyone to share the waters with me. There's also some cormorants in there and regular common gulls, I believe. I also think there might be some Arctic loons. There's just so many, and some of them are not maybe in the mature phase. Not as easy to tell. I would love to live on a boat like this. I could just imagine dropping the crab pots, throwing over the fishing line, diving in for your morning shower, cold plunge. This bay is just riddled with islands and cool little homes. People who are definitely more concerned about living out in the sky than inside a box. You can tell by the direction the eelgrass is flowing that we're coming in with the incoming current, the incoming tide. And it's getting really shallow through this area. You can see the seashells on the sand there. It's getting really shallow, so I'm just going with the flow very slowly between these sandbars. There's one straight ahead. I'm gonna have to get in close to this island straight in front of me. But yeah, it's so cool. I can make it through these really shallow waters. This is Lone Cone Mountain, and originally I was gonna pack hiking boots and backpack and climb up there for the view, but I learned that it's a full day thing. It's 7 kilometers each way, and just for the day I really wanted to, not be that aggressive with climbing the mountain, so we're just paddling up bay instead and enjoying the calm waters and all the islands and sea life. So it's been a full outing already, and we're just getting started. This guy might be jetting along to his little rustic home, maybe that skip is just his way back and forth to town every day. Of course, I'm speculating, I don't know, but I know people make it work, just to be out in beautiful places like this. Yesterday it rained like crazy, and today the sun is out, kind of pushing through the overcast sky, breaking up the clouds, and it feels super nice. It's a whole lot different living in a van when it's pouring down wet and you're outside for minutes and you're soaked. And even wearing rain gear, you end up getting soaked inside there after a time. So these are definitely common loons, male and female. And they're preening themselves, fluffing their feathers, doing their self-care. Now back off on the search for food. And the cloud layers breaking up. Heck yeah. Love it. Boat homes, float homes, tiny homes. They're so cool. Yeah, these are people that care more about living life than the house that they'll be living life in. Because the majority of life is living outside the house anyways. Honestly, for a lot of people, that's where the adventure lies, outside the four walls. When I'm out sea kayaking, this is my house. And I get to a beach and I spring up a tent, and that's my sleeping space for the night. That place is cool. Just enough space, just what you need. Unless you're raising a full litter of kittens or something. And it's a great way to tour the land and meet the people and see places and learn about culture. Look at this point of birds here. It's just loaded with little birds. It's a tight-knit little community of birds. They're like the birds you see flying in those flocks that they fly so tightly that it looks like a cloud in the sky as they're flying. They're all like in unison and harmony. Look at them! Look at them go! Which way are they going? They're going that way. Now they're going that way. Holy smokes! Now they're going that way. Whoa! Look at them go! Whoa! Back that way. They are just all over. Woo! Whoa, guys! They just split around my kayak. My little kayak here. Get a view of it. That's the seagoing vessel. Can't quite sleep on it. That's what they got the shoreline for. That place is so cute. I love it. This place is pretty ugly. I don't know if they got some kind of fishery going on or what's going on there. This has got to be the person who just wants to be left alone. pretty freaking weird, in my opinion. And then there's this place over here, this float house, that is so cool. Heck yeah, I'm ready to move in. This still seems to be as curious as I am about everything. Yeah, so the wind started coming in from the north. So I headed to the north side of the bay to head along the coastline here to have a windbreak because the wind's coming over the treetops and touching down on the water over there. And so now I'm having a pretty easy paddle back, even though the wind's blowing over my head from the north to the south. But if I was over there, which I was just not too long ago, I would be taking the wind pretty hard from the side. And the waves. So, I'm glad to have this windbreak. Yeah, I just love how dynamic it is. The float houses, boats anchored out, harbors, homes, just all seems to work. Cool. There's the Coast Guard out doing their work.